All right. It's time for our next segment.
What time is it?
9:03.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of people out here tonight. We started doing the show again.
We sure did.
I may be a little drunk and also a little bit high. But
how did you get high? I didn't see you smoking.
Shut up! It doesn't.
We were on the same bus. It smelled like Willie Nelson's bus.
Okay.
And it's just a sheet of plywood with 4 wheels, and there was some joints. What bus were you on?
I was on the bus paying attention.
How
to
did you
things.
not get high?
I don't know.
All right. Anyways,
sure.
It doesn't matter. I'm 41. I need to grow up. I need to be a better person. This is all very irresponsible. These people paid $10. They came here in record numbers tonight. I would like to start a new religion. Just to do it. Because I just finished listening to Going Clear, the book about Scientology.
What's the perspective? Is it like...
It's like starting a religion is like a fucking gangbusters fucking financial jackpot. Like it's... but also it like helps a lot of people. No, for real. Like I'm not kidding. Like here's the thing. Going into it, like you think of Scientology, you have like all these weird like kind of voodoo, you've heard about it, and you have like these weird urban legends that you've heard about it. Yeah, there's fucking crazy people that are in charge and all this stuff, but like listening to that book, like the 600-page book, that story of the thing, what emerges is the same thing that emerges when you watch Book of Mormon, which we just saw. Like people make too much fun of new modern religions. Like it's like they're fucking new. Like of course they're gonna say that yeah, Jesus has a toothbrush for a hat. Of course they got nothing else to do. Like they're fucking like they're out in the wind, man. It's a new religion.
Yeah, their only fault is that they're so new that they can talk about stuff that like they have the concept of aliens. So now aliens are part of it.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, wow, let me think about that. Scientology, it's a pretty good racket. Like. Those motherfuckers, like, they got some shit going on. Like, the money changed hands, and the fucking IRS went toe-to-toe with them, and they fucking beat them. They beat the government. That's a good religion. Any religion that beats the fucking shit out of the government. Holy shit.
What I love is when you get really worked up, it looks like your parrot is nodding along to what you're saying. He's like, yeah, that's right. That's a good religion.
Those fuckers, like, sat in a room with the IRS at one point.
See? He's like, yeah.
And the IRS was like, we don't know what to do anymore. You've bankrupted our fucking legal department. And Scientology was like, yeah, we're on our knees too. Truce, ceasefire. They fucking like made a fucking agreement with the best.
Now, what are some of the tenets of your new religion? Have you thought that?
Okay, well, here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay,
forget that money-making stuff he just mentioned.
I swear to God,
that's how not to start a religion.
Best part of our new religion, the L. Ron Hubbard of it, doesn't give a fuck. Like I have no money to make. I don't want to.
You just said the opposite.
No. I don't want to make any money. Oh, they're okay.
Oh, you guys
have to pee. Sorry.
That's you guys synchronized pee?
There's a stress test in the bathroom. You can fill that out.
There's 2 cans. You can't flush it unless you hold the cans.
There's a pee meter in there.
No, it did seem like for 2 people that had to pee, like they were very like, no, I have to. Oh my God, I felt like they were Scientologists. But...
Yeah, they're calling Scientology right now.
Which is fine because anyways, I read the book. A lot of people like benefit from any religion that you start. You don't have to actually rob anybody blind. You don't have to do anything. I was like Dianetics. When L. Ron Hubbard wrote Dianetics, it was kind of an open source kind of thing.
You should also say that, like, when you were listening and reading to that book, that your reaction every moment of it was like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. These people are mistreating these other people. Like, that's your. Well, like, but you were also like, oh God, I could make my own religion. That's possible. But, like, your reaction to Scientology as a religion isn't like, oh, God, this is great. This is doing so much good for people.
Any religion does great for people. If you can call it a religion, it's doing good for people. There's no such thing, really. The only thing that hurts people is, like, is government. It's people. It's when you tell people you have to go into a fucking double wide trailer and sit in there with no air conditioning and do these things. That's not religion. That's fucking government.
Did you change your mind since reading this book?
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't want to sell you out.
I'm saying like when if you say to people, I have a philosophy, I have a way for you to connect with the unknown of the universe. There's no way that can hurt anybody.
That's not true.
Yeah, it could.
What do you mean?
All you have to do is give me all your money and go shoot up this building. Then you'll get into heaven.
But that's government.
You're preying on
that could be
when you tell people what to do, then that's not religion.
Well, I mean,
that's government.
That is religion. Religion tells you what to do.
So then you think Scientology is government.
Okay.
Like,
you think Scientology is government, so you want to make your own government. Or you want to make your own religion that's not Scientology.
No, you could make a religion that didn't have anything to do. You would never have to tell anybody what to do.
Well, then what would people do?
Well, then stop comparing it to Scientology.
So you wouldn't respect a religion unless it fucking branched over into politics and government?
No. But you're saying that if you tell people what to do, it's government, and Scientology does tell people what to do. So then
all
technically it's government.
Forget Scientology because.
But I mean, all religions tell people how to act.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
I read part of it.
What I read in that book is
even your parents disagreeing with you.
He's shaking his head.
That's the first time he shook his head the whole time.
Which, by the way, is physically impossible for it to do. It must be religion.
We tend to politicize religion in a way that makes you say, okay, Mormonism, Scientology, Jehovah's Witness, like we weigh them on this scale.
But don't you think they politicize their own religion?
But we're too predisposed to do that.
I have a quick question, and this is not to counter anything. I'm curious. So I have a family member who's involved in the Christian religion, and she really
Get her out.
So she espouses this belief that she believes she's taught, where the Lord will provide and will take care of it, and has been in 2 unhappy marriages and won't divorce for that reason. And that there's nothing political about that. How would you answer to that?
Well, I'm too drunk and high to have heard all of that, but what I'm trying to say is
now that the parrot just cried.
I didn't actually think anything I said would be that controversial. I'm pleased that it is. I'm glad I got that response. It's unintentional because truly, what I'm trying to say, it shouldn't really be that controversial. All I'm trying to say is that there's a component of every religion that just atones the individual consumer with the unknown and costs nothing and doesn't demand anything.
But that's not at all what Scientology is about, as far as I
But we're talking about, but when you,
you're rooting for Scientology because they beat the government.
I'm not. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a different thing.
They also beat up on people's pocketbooks and make them rob from their families and friends to pay for the unfucking known results of whatever they're fucking doing. Like I know people that went through it and they got a lot good out of it. There's a lot about Scientology that's clean living and like
Christianity's the same, and they're doing it on the surface of like that's fine.
Every religion is about clean living. Every religion is about looking within yourself, figuring out what you're ashamed of, and laying it out there and like coming clean. And there are people within every religion, even the ones that we call cults. There are people that belong to those organizations who get benefit out of it, who are just in the middle of the bell curve, who are just like, I walked into this thing and a guy told me, put on this red hat and you're part of red hatism. And red hatism means that you flap a hat up and down and then you go like, I used to think that I was a bad person for jerking off, but now I don't feel that way anymore. Good religion, like a street hot dog, like a
you guys
hot dog
really
on the
missed
street.
something.
Yeah, catch him up.
There are ordinary people who derive good results.
There are.
From
I think religion can
every
be very
single
good.
religion that you would ever make fun of.
I know there's a positive side to every religion in that it gives you something to believe in.
And they
something to
actually,
strive
they're the
for.
ones that are keeping the things going.
Sure.
And we hear the crazy stories about magic underwear or super duper hats or like they paid this money to this political fund or whatever. We weigh these religions on a triple beam scale. So all I'm saying is, okay, so if that's the problem, then what if you started a religion that didn't have any of that? If I could promise you, no, fuck Buddhism. Lady in the front row said Buddhism. No,
I hope that's the title of this episode.
There's no
because that's a bold stance.
because there's not enough back end.
They didn't beat the IRS.
It's Buddhism. There's too much Richard Gere involved in it. It's too.
Dan, you have a long way to go to explain your love of religion and also the clear line you draw where it has to be a profit based.
I'm gonna. It's not. There's not gonna be a profit. I swear. I know you've heard this before. But I swear I won't make any of you kill anybody.
I don't believe.
Least of all yourselves. I swear to God this time. Which one? Like I know it seems like he's gonna. Here comes another one of these guys with the religion. This time I swear you won't have to kill anybody.
Father Harmon,
Yes.
I saw your flyer at Froyo, and I just moved to Los Angeles, and I moved here with my husband and my daughter, and I came home, and there was a note from him saying that I was an unfit mother, and they've left me. I can't afford to pay my rent, and I don't know who to turn to. I know that I need something in my life. I saw on your flyer that you offer. You're not going to tell me what to do, but you're going to make me feel good, but also I owe you money, and I just wanted to know.
You don't owe me any money. No money.
I just, what do I do?
Do you play bass?
Do I?
Because the first thing we have a rock band.
Not since high school. Yeah, I play a little bass.
Our band is called Pillars of Fire, and we are meeting. That's the first thing. We just need to put together a band.
The first
I might be.
The first problem with your religion is that the band doesn't have a bass player.
Have you heard of the Rolling Stones?
Yeah, they had a bass
Have you
player.
heard of Christianity? Thank you. Both of them needed bass players. I'm a little drunk. I'm just saying. Here's what I'm saying.
I agree.
I just got a contact drunk off of that story.
I think people listening at home just got drunk.
Yeah.
I agree with you because I think people in our demographic seem to dismiss religion offhandedly and without giving it any sort of thought.
All religion, the concept of religion,
Yes,
the concept
yes,
of religion
and
at all.
I
Because every single religion
I think it gives people a lot of stuff, important stuff. I agree with you on that.
The only thing that has never
That's
existed.
not what you were saying before.
What is your essence of how? Like, what is the secret that you're giving, or the comfort that you're
Open
giving?
source religion. It's
like
the
a-
first open source.
So it's like a Wikipedia of religion.
Yeah,
You can
there's
just add to it.
no one's. I'm out as soon as I find it. Is that the?
So what if somebody
Found.
comes in and goes, "I'm going to start taking some money"? Like people will abuse.
No,
that.
he can't do that.
How?
If anybody makes money
you're
off
a
of it, then
government.
it's not a religion.
That's a
Obviously.
government.
Is there a theology to it, Dan?
Yes. In the beginning,
There was a band without a bass player.
it seemed like there needed to be more religion, and I made one. No, I don't know. I'll figure that out later.
It also sounds to me, I have the sneaking suspicion you haven't really thought this through that well. But it sounds to me that perhaps you kind of fancy yourself the leader of this religion.
Nope. I swear to God. I swear to God.
What God? What's
Harmon God.
What's your theology? What is God in this new religion? Spitball it.
I don't want spoilers. It's an open source religion.
What does that mean?
It means that Tyler in the front
you
word.
do it.
He
makes it.
I
Listen
think
to him.
Submit something.
I think the slogan "the first religion with spoilers" is
It's a
your
new
selling point.
religion.
That's where you.
We don't
Well,
even know
Christianity
yet.
is the first one with spoilers.
No, but
Jesus
because
died.
everything's
He comes
available.
back.
Like in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
religion, he rolls it out.
You know how they back into okay, yeah, okay,
Jesus,
all right,
wow.
okay.
This is the beginning of a weird period of your life, I think.
Fucking A, man. I'm 41.
This
It's
is your
time.
first step to becoming a Scientologist.
Also, look how you're dressed and you're saying this.
Goddamn.
Do you think there was a really ship-shaped screenplay in place before they greenlit The Grinch That Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey?
Are you saying this
or
is a-
do you think they camera tested some yellow contacts and they didn't know what the fuck they were doing?
Yeah, but they
You
still
were-
produced
Best case scenario, your religion is as good as the Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
With Jim Carrey.
With Jim
With
Carrey.
the Jim Carrey one.
You
But
can
is that-
you can back into a project. You can say this is our
You just
goal.
want to be the Grinch Who Stole Christmas of religions?
No,
That's what you're shooting for?
I would rather be Fast Furious 7, whatever number
Which
it
is
is.
not done yet, and one of the actors died.
You can back into a number.
So
you
Dan,
back into it.
if The Grinch Who Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss is to the movie The Grinch Who Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey, what is the source material? Like, what is the, like, if this is your religion, you're backing into, like, is there a thing?
Just a life
Like-
spent feeling. And I know
Your
that makes,
autobiography,
I know that
a
makes me
life
sound like a
feeling.
prophet, and I swear
we
to God.
don't think it makes you sound like a prophet.
I promise. You have my word that the
P-R-O-F-I-T.
minute we get this thing up and running, I'm out. I promise. I'm not a prophet.
What is going on? What is going on?
What did you, I want to smoke what you had, man. This is fucking
You
wild.
guys seem like you're taking this more seriously than I am.
We eat
I don't
glass
believe- no.
at the Renaissance?
That parrot is whispering.
At one point, you started wagging your finger at us and got really, really upset.
I'm sorry.
You want to do something terrible to people.
No, I want.
That's
I
like
want
the point where you disappeared into a sooth shack today and you came out changed.
Yeah, you're like, hell, now he walks like an inch off the ground.
All right. Well, for real. Seriously.
All right.
Just think for a second about your fears about what happens after you die. And just imagine for one moment that I knew.
He's not a prophet. He's not a prophet.
I swear to God, I'm not a prophet.
He's just a guy with a plastic parrot on his shoulder.
I'm saying hypothetically.
Suspend your
If
disbelief.
I knew.
That's
I'm you.
my
I'm
greatest
you.
fear is that you know.
I don't want you to know.
If I did, then couldn't everybody?
Then why
couldn't we
wouldn't you just
hang
tell
out?
us out of
Like,
beneficence?
how many? What's the average salary of the people in this audience here?
What the fuck is going on, man?
Trying to alienate.
What kind of question is this?
What if we put it into building a compound? Everybody's I'm the big bad guy. Oh, just think about it, you parasites. Are you inferior?
They're definitely in that scenario.
If you guys can't see what I'm seeing, then maybe you should leave.
There's definitely a moment where someone's assigned to feed your parrot. All right.
Speak to the people then.
Just think about what your soul wants.
Dan, I'm a plumber. I make $10,000 a year.
Well,
That's
you
a
should
great-
make 20.
No, Dan!
Take her for your wife. I am the parrot Gabriel, fallen from heaven.
Just think about everything that you've ever wanted in your life. And now imagine having twice as much. And then now ask yourself why you don't have it. And get mad. I want you to get mad with me about you not having twice as much as you want. You are allowed to have twice as much as you think you should have. I just want to help you have more. It's not rocket science, and it's not a cult. It's not religion, and I'm not a prophet. I'm not doing anything to you. You don't have to do anything I say, ever. You just have to wake up!
You just broke the mic stand of apathy.
We'll work on it. It's an open source religion. It's open source. You're going to feed into it.
What's it called?
It's called nothing, motherfucker. It's called fuck you. It's called It's called harmonology. Fuck. It's a working title. It's called harmonology. I just made that up. It's called It just came out. It just came out. Harmonology. I made it up.
This would have been such a fun time to bring up Luke.